Damian Kane appears on the Genoa City scene, a mysterious man with a murky past and complicated relationships. He quickly catches the attention of Winters, a strong, intelligent, and ambitious woman. Damian impresses not only with his charismatic appearance but also with his refined way of working and sharp communication skills. Their relationship begins with a simple conversation, but Damian's words make Lily think about opportunities she never imagined. Lily is not the type to be easily carried away by emotions, especially when she is at the peak of her career at Chancellor-Winters. However, when Damian mentions a big name in the business world, Aristotle Dumas, she knows this is an opportunity not to be missed. Dumas is a legendary figure in the business world, who built a powerful empire in the shadows and always kept his hand in the dangerous game. Lily asked Damian to arrange a meeting with Dumas, and the event became even more mysterious when Damian reported that Dumas wanted to know why Lily wanted to meet him. This did not scare Lily, but on the contrary, it aroused her curiosity and determination. In these situations, Lily always showed composure and wisdom in the face of any challenge. While Lily prepared for this important meeting, Phyllis Summers, who was always known for her intrigue and tangled relationships, was pursuing her own goals. She knew that Dumas was a powerful person, and when the opportunity arose, she would not hesitate to approach him. Phyllis, with her intelligence and determination, knew that she could use important information to gain an advantage in this confrontation. The connection between Phyllis and Dumas was not accidental. Phyllis has always had a wide network of connections, and she knows how to make things work in her favor. However, meeting Dumas is not as easy as she imagined. When she contacts him, she realizes that Dumas is an elusive man who is not easily persuaded. But Phyllis has a different strategy. If she cannot convince Dumas through words, she will do it through actions. While both women, Lily and Phyllis, are pursuing their goals with Dumas, they do not know that they are entering a high-risk game. Dumas is not someone to be taken advantage of, and he always makes calculated moves before his opponents. The connection between Lily and Dumas will increase the tension between relationships in this scheming and competitive business world. Lily realizes that meeting Dumas could completely change the direction of her life. If she succeeds in convincing Dumas of her plans and vision, she can enter a new world where power and money are not only for those who already have them. But she also knows that convincing him is not easy. She faces many challenges, from building trust to dealing with the conspiracies around her. Dumas is a man who not only possesses power but also has dark secrets that no one knows about. Those who have worked with him know that Dumas' every move is carefully calculated. So when Lily confronts him, she must be mentally prepared for every possible situation. Although she has requested a meeting, she cannot be sure what will happen next. Phyllis, meanwhile, continues to pursue her own strategy. She never gives up, and contacting Dumas is just part of her long-term plan. Her relationship with Dumas will take many by surprise, especially when Phyllis begins to exploit his weaknesses to get what she wants. Both Lily and Phyllis are facing a big challenge, and they cannot predict the outcome. However, one thing is certain, their relationship with Dumas will completely change the course of their lives. The mystery surrounding Dumas, along with the ever-evolving plots and schemes, will create a complex picture in the lives of those caught up in this power struggle. While Lily struggles to gain power and influence in the business world, Phyllis is always looking for ways to turn things around in her favor. Both are strong and determined women, but this confrontation will test both their abilities and patience. The decisions they make will not only affect their own careers, but can also completely change the lives of those around them. The relationship with Dumas will be one of the most important turning points in Lily and Phyllis's lives. Will they be able to use their information and connections to overcome the challenges that lie ahead, or will they be drawn into a power struggle that they cannot control? Their future will be determined by the decisions they make in these crucial moments. Amanda returns to Genoa City at a time of great turmoil, as relationships, secrets, and intrigue begin to unfold. Not only is she part of the Winters family, but she is also embarking on a challenging path involving Aristotle Dumas, a powerful figure that no one could have foreseen. Amanda's arrival not only forces everyone in the family to confront their past, but also creates tensions in their relationships, as secrets from the past begin to rise to the surface. As Amanda returns, matters with Dumas become more complicated than ever. Dumas is not someone to be controlled or understood, and those who are involved with him face life and death decisions. This draws Amanda further into a power play she never saw coming. She will have to carefully consider the relationships that are starting to tighten, especially when the increasing influence of Dumas seems to directly affect the Winters family. The story of Dumas does not stop at the suspicions within the Winters family but also extends to other relationships, most notably Nate Hastings, who has never easily accepted any change without strict control. When Nate notices that Damian Kane is increasingly influential in the Winters family business, he feels the need to dig deeper into the mysteries surrounding Damian's appearance. Nate's suspicions are not without basis, when he realizes that Damian may have unclear connections with Dumas and those with power in the shadows. The more Nate investigates, the more he feels he is being drawn into a game that he cannot control. While Nate is confused and trying to clarify things, on the other side, Holden Novak, who has a bad relationship with Audra Charles, does not hesitate to expose the secrets that Audra has tried to keep hidden. Holden has always known about Audra's intelligence, but he cannot ignore the feeling that she is using every means to take the power and position that she does not deserve. The confrontation between Holden and Audra does not stop at accusations but also contains tensions between the two, when Holden calls Audra a fraud, a comment that can completely destroy the career she has worked so hard to build. However, the biggest attention at the moment is still Lily. She has always been known as a strong, ambitious woman who always knows how to use every relationship wisely. When Lily asks Damian to arrange a meeting with Aristotle Dumas, she has no idea that what will happen in this meeting can change everything. Lily doesn't just want to meet Dumas out of curiosity or to build a relationship, she really wants to see what this mysterious boss has up his sleeve and whether he can help her with the plans she's been hatching for a long time. When Damian returns with surprising news about Dumas, the complexity of the story is pushed to a new level. Damian not only impresses Lily with his calmness and persuasiveness, but also with the promise of greater opportunities, potential benefits that can help Lily overcome all the obstacles in her work and personal life. However, like everything in Genoa City, nothing is simple. Although Lily is attracted to Dumas and the charm of Damian's promises, Nate can't ignore the doubts he has about Damian. He doesn't believe that Damian is simply someone working for the Winters family without any ulterior motives. Nate begins to investigate Damian further, and soon discovers connections between Damian and Dumas, which makes him even more worried about his family's future. Meanwhile, Audra faces a major challenge when Holden Novak calls her a fraud. This not only damages Audra's reputation, but also severely impacts her career. She has worked hard to build a clean image, but such an accusation could destroy everything she has worked for. Audra cannot afford to be defeated, and she begins to plot revenge, trying to push Holden out of her way. She knows that if she does not win this fight, everything she has built will collapse. The story becomes even more intriguing when Dumas, the powerful man Lily and Amanda are both aiming for, seems to hold all the important pieces in this game. Secrets surrounding Dumas begin to be revealed, and with each step, the characters discover that not all that they see is true. Dumas may be the one who ignites the flames of conflict between families and businessmen in Genoa City. From Nate's suspicions, the confrontation between Holden and Audra to the relationship between Lily and Damian, it all creates a tense picture where every step could bring about a major change. Dumas' involvement in the lives of these characters will not only change their careers, but may also shake the very foundation of Genoa City. Everyone is faced with difficult choices, and each decision they make will have a lasting impact on their future and the future of those around them. Amanda is finally back in Genoa City, but her timing is interesting and calculated. The town is in full swing with relationships, intrigue, and twists, especially as she returns just as the complexities surrounding Dumas are starting to unravel. Meanwhile, a major deal between Billy and Dumas is coming into focus, especially as Chancellor enters the picture. Amanda isn't just returning for personal gain, she's part of a larger conspiracy. Her return will not only shake up the Winters family, but will also have far-reaching implications for Genoa City's business relationships. From the Winters facing outside threats to the unsolved mysteries surrounding Dumas, Amanda may be in for a fight bigger than she ever imagined. While Amanda is trying to get back to her life in Genoa City, the relationships within the Winters family begin to change. Damian Kane, who has recently made a strong impression on Lily, is starting to have a significant influence on the family business. Damian's presence only adds to the tension when Nate Hastings, one of the Winters' trusted men, begins to question Damian's involvement in the company. Nate, with his wary and shrewd nature, does not easily accept the involvement of an outsider in the family business, especially when the relationship between Damian and Dumas seems to be getting tighter. Dumas, a mysterious and powerful figure, is not only a business partner but also an indispensable name in the power picture in Genoa City. Dumas' relationships with various figures in town begin to be revealed, and the secrets about him seem to change the whole situation. Dumas is not a man to be controlled or understood, and those who dare to enter into a relationship with him will take great risks. Amanda's return will certainly create a storm in the Winters household, as she decides to dig deeper into Dumas and his influence on the family business. Lily, who is strong and ambitious, cannot pass up the opportunity to learn more about Dumas. She asks Damian to arrange a meeting with his mysterious boss, a bold move that will help her control what is coming. Lily knows that to thrive in this competitive world, she must understand the forces that are working beneath the surface. She is impressed by Damian, who not only has knowledge of the business world but also has the ability to put her in important relationships. Damian does not disappoint Lily when he returns with surprising news about Dumas. He reveals that Dumas may open up great opportunities for Lily in the future, but that doesn't mean it won't come without a price. While Lily is excited about the prospects, she can't help but suspect that things may not be as Damian says they are. Dumas is an unpredictable character, and Lily knows that she must be cautious at every step. While Lily continues to explore the opportunities Dumas presents, Nate Hastings remains suspicious of Damian's involvement in the company. Nate doesn't believe that Damian is someone who can be completely trusted, especially as his ties to Dumas seem to grow stronger. Nate's suspicions grow, and he begins to dig deeper into Damian's past, not only for the sake of his job, but also to protect the Winters family. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Audra Charles is shocked when Holden Novak, who has had a complicated relationship with her, calls her a fraud. Audra has always been proud of her abilities and the achievements she has made in the business world, but Holden's accusations put her in a difficult position. Holden, who is sharp and not easily fooled, does not hesitate to expose Audra's weaknesses, which causes her to face unwanted consequences. Audra cannot afford to lose face, and she decides to fight back against Holden's criticism. The tension between Holden and Audra is not just a simple battle of wits, but also a hidden power struggle between people with great ambitions. Audra knows that if she cannot turn things around, everything she has built will collapse. From there, she begins to plan a way to prove that she is the one who deserves to have power in this world. The story of Dumas becomes more and more interesting as the relationships between the characters begin to intertwine and reveal secrets that have never been revealed. Dumas, with his shady connections, has begun to influence all those who dare to enter his circle. Every step the characters take in this story can create major changes in their lives, and all of them have to face difficult decisions. With Amanda's return, things become even more complicated. She not only has to face the intrigues within the Winters family, but also has to confront powerful forces from outside. Meanwhile, Lily, Damian, Nate, and Audra are all caught up in this challenging power play. The mysteries of Dumas are gradually revealed, but can they find out the truth before it is too late? Everything will be decided by the next steps, and no one can predict the outcome.